guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, hello, my name is Elle. If you aren't new here, hi again. Just me, you know, don't know what I'm on about. Anyways, today's video is a tutorial on the look that I'm wearing right now. I was like, do you know what, I've not done it in a while, but I really want to do burgundy. I absolutely love a burgundy smoky eye. I don't know why, it's just something about it. I'm just obsessed. I feel super glam. And I just love it. Like, it's such a simple eye look, but it just looks so effective, and yeah, I love it, especially because I've got like bluey / grey eyes. If you want to see how I created this look, keep on watching. Thank you so much. If you do watch this video, it means so much to me. Make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up, and make sure you, oh my god, what's happened to my lighting? Oh, it's so bright then. Make sure you subscribe to my channel down below if you haven't already as well. So that's all I gotta say, and I hope you enjoy the tutorial. Okay, so I'm going to be starting off with eyes as I usually would, and I'm going to be using the Plouise base in the shade number 2 to do that. I'm just going to be applying that base with the PC52 brush from Peaches and Cream. If you watch my videos, you know I literally always use this brush for my base. It's, honest to God, my absolute favourite brush. It's just amazing. So let's just carve out those brows first. I've not got anything in my brows at the moment, but carve out the shape and get this all over the lid. So now that I've carved out the brow, I'm just patting this all over the eye area. Make sure you get the right in the inner corner as well, and also all on this outer portion of the eye too, because obviously we want everything to be a nice seamless blend. For the eyeshadow, I am going to be using the Beauty Bay Me, Myself and MMMMITCHELL palette. I feel like I put a bit too many M's in there then. Yeah, the Me, Myself and Mitchell palette from Beauty Bay. So the first shade I'm going to go in with is this colour right here. This is called Muse. That's the first shade I'll be going in with, and I'm going to be using that on a Zoeva, what is this brush? It's a 230 brush. It's a really small pencil brush. And I'm just going to start by packing this right into the crease. So this shade will probably be going all over the lid because I am wanting to do like a really nice dark smoky burgundy eye. So I know for a few people for that kind of eye look, they might start just by packing this all over the lid. But personally, even if I am going to be putting a really dark shade all over the lid, I still like to work on the crease first and get all the blending done, and then go in and pack the colour on my lid afterwards. It just works better for me. I think you can get more of a seamless blend then, and then you can also get a more intense colour payoff when you are applying it onto the lid, rather than also blending that out as well, but you'll see. And when I am going in with the darker shade first, I wait until there's hardly any product on my brush, and then I just blend out the edges of that, just because then when you go in with a lighter shade to actually blend it, it's just going to be a lot easier to blend, and you're not going to have like any harsh lines. So next shade I'm going to go in with is this one right here. It's called Mad. And I'm using this on a MAC 217 brush. Yes, mine is stained pink, just ignore that. It's just a really petite, fluffy blending brush. And I'm just going to take that over the top of that crease colour and also blend out the edges with it as well. So next I'm going to go in with this shade right here. It's just the orange in the palette, and this is shade Mental. I'm going to be using this on a Zoeva, oh, I do not know what this is. I want to say it's like a 232 or something. It's like a really big fluffy blending brush. I'm not going to take too much of that product, just a little bit, and blend out the edges. Not too much. So you want to treat your eyeshadows like layers. You want to layer it on. So you started with your darker colour, you blended that out with something a bit lighter, and then something a bit lighter. Then you want to go back in with those same shades just to really get that depth and the colour payoff as well. Okay, so I've just got the other eye up to the same point, so now we need to get that lid shade on. So I'm going to be using a Zoeva 231 brush to do this. It's another pencil brush, but it's a bit chunkier than the last one, and I'm going to go back in with the same shade we were using to begin with, which was the shade Muse. I'm just going to start packing this all over the lid. I'm just now going to go in with a black eyeliner pencil. This is called Feline from MAC, and I'm just going to put this on my tight line. Putting the black in your tight line as well as your waterline is just going to help that really nice smoky effect. Obviously, if you feel like you've got small eyes, I probably wouldn't be putting this in your tight line because it's going to make them look sort of smaller and smokier and narrower. Not narrower, what am I saying, like more closed. It's going to make them look more closed rather than open. So if you feel like you've got small eyes, you probably don't really want to do that. But for my guys and gals out there that want that really nice smoky, dark smoky effect, put your eyeliner in your waterline. So next I'm going to go in with the shade Mafia, which is the black in the palette. And I'm going to be using this on a Zoeva 237 brush. It's a really small detailer brush, as you can see. And I'm going to smoke out the lash line now. So I'm literally just going to blend this over the lash line. I'm going to take the smaller pencil brush that we used with the shade Muse in the crease. I've just picked up a bit more of Muse and I'm blending it over the black. So I still want that to be nice and blended, but I also want it to be nice and dark and smoky. So next I'm just going to wipe away all of this fall down, because working with like a black eyeshadow, you know, you get quite a bit of fall down, so wipe that away. Okay, so next I'm going to prime underneath the eye. I'm going to use the exact same primer. It's the Plouise base in the shade number 2. I'm just going to use a fluffier brush just to apply this. This is what I use for my concealer. I'm just going to apply that right underneath the eye. So now that I've got my base underneath the eye as well, I'm going to also apply the Feline eye pencil to my lower lash. Well, you know, to my waterline, should I say? I can't talk. I'm going to take the smaller Zoeva brush, the 237, that really petite brush, and instead of going in with the black, I'm going to go in with the shade Muse and blend that out. I'm going to use the same brushes and the same shadows that we used on top. So I'm next going to go in with the shade MMMMITCHELL, which is the brighter red shade, on the same brush we used before. And then the bigger, fluffier blending brush with the shade Mental, which was the orange shade, just to blend that out again. Okay, so I'm going to go and apply some mascara on false lashes now before I do my skin. The lashes I'm going to be applying are from Eldora. They are the style M116. So this is what they look like. Super, super pretty, really nice and fluffy, and just, you know, a bit of me. These eyelashes were very kindly gifted to me from Eldora. I'm sure I've said that in another video, but just want to make sure I say it in every video that I use them, just so they're like crystal clear. Yeah, they were gifted to me, but I absolutely love these lashes. Okay, so now that I've got my lashes on, this is what they look like. Feeling super vampy. Catherine Pierce who, am I right? Let's just do my brows before I move on to skin. So recently the way I've been doing my brows is so simple. I literally just use the MAC Cosmetics False Lash Maximiser, and I just brush this through my brow hairs. And then I just take my finger and I just press those brow hairs up and into the skin. Let's do my skin, because my skin's looking like not good. So first I'm going to go in with a primer. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow primer. I'm just going to apply this first. This just gives the skin just a really nice glow. It's nice and hydrating as well if you've got drier skin. And you can probably see already the glow that that has given me. And what I like about it as well, it's a really natural glow, especially when you've actually got your foundation over the top. It's not too in your face. Like if you're not a big fan of dewy skin, it's not too much. So for foundation, I'm going to mix two, because I always have ones that are too pale or a tan shade, which I'm not tan at the moment, so I'm going to mix two. I'm going to mix the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, this is in the shade Natural Beige, with some of the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate foundation in the shade F6. Can we just, like, look at that colour difference? That's ridiculous. So to blend out all of the foundation, I'm going to use the PC19 brush from Peaches and Cream. I always use this brush. It's my favorite brush for foundation. It's just amazing. And as always, I'm just gonna bounce that on the skin. You're better off like bouncing or like patting the brush onto the skin if you're using like a big buffing brush like this. It's just going to give you a lot more coverage and a much nicer finish than if you were just swiping it all around your face. If you're doing this, all you're going to do is shift the foundation about and it's just going to lift, and you're not going to get as much coverage. And then for concealer, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I nearly said foundation, the concealer. This is in the shade Sand. It's a little bit lighter because obviously I want to brighten, so I'm putting that underneath the eyes, on the chin, down the nose, and on the forehead. Now I'm just going to go in with the PC27 brush from Peaches and Cream. Same as the foundation, you want to bounce that onto the skin. When I'm blending concealer out around the eyes, especially when I've got like a dramatic smoky eye like this, I first like to go in with this Peaches and Cream brush, the bigger one, just to mostly get that blended into the skin, and then I'll take a smaller brush, which I almost just dropped. This is from Spectrum. I don't know the number, it has worn off. It's just a small fluffy brush. So when the product is mostly blended into the skin, at that point I'll then go in with this and blend it a little bit further, sorry, a little bit closer to the eye area, just so I can be a bit more precise around the eyeshadow. I'm just going to set this with the Waterweight powder from MAC and a, what is this, PC04 brush from Peaches and Cream. Mostly just going to set underneath the eye, around the mouth and chin, because that's where I have the most spots. And then I'm just going to do a light dusting everywhere else. I'm going to use the bronzer from XX Revolution, if I can open it, in the shade Chaos. It looks like this. And I'm going to use a MAC. This is a 140 from MAC. Mine's just got a short handle because it was just from a Christmas collection a few years back. I do have the long handle version, but I have that in my brush belt for my clients rather than my personal collection. I'm just going to do my cheekbones first, or underneath my cheekbones should I say. So start from the top of the ear, especially when you've got most of the product on your brush. You're going to want it to be darker here and blend down. If you start applying it here, you're going to have the darkest part of the bronzer there. No matter how much you blend out, that's where your brush has first made contact with your skin, so it's going to be darker wherever you first put it. So if you're starting here, it's not going to look as good because it's going to be dark here and faded here. So you want to start up here so it's dark and fades, basically like it fades to nothing. That's how you're going to get the best either bronzy or contoured or bronzed effect. I'm just going around my hairline now. Try and make that forehead look smaller. Always make sure you're doing underneath the jawline as well. Even if it's just a light dusting of bronzer, just keeps everything looking nice and even. So next we're going to apply some blusher, get these cheeks nice and rosy. Now just bring like a bit of colour back into my cheeks. I'm going to go in with the shade Fickle, which is from XX Revolution. This is just a blush brush from Real Techniques. That is literally what it's called. It's not got a number. So picking some of that up. I'm just going to apply it right here. I don't like to apply it to the apples of the cheeks because on me personally, and this obviously completely depends on your face shape, but on me, if I apply it here, it's just going to make my face look fuller. So on myself personally, I apply it a little bit higher, sort of in between where my bronzer and my highlighter will go. Don't be scared to go heavy with the blush sometimes as well, especially because I feel like blushes like this that's got a bit of a glow to it, when you actually get the highlighter on, it will sort of tone the blusher down a little bit. It won't be as crazy bright as when it's first applied. Okay, highlight time to make this face glow. And I'm going to go in with Oh Darling from MAC, and I'm going to go in with a PC28 brush from Peaches and Cream. I absolutely love this brush for highlighter. I just think it looks beautiful when it's applied. Because it's quite like a petite brush, you can be really precise with where you place the highlighter, and that's what I like about it. So you want to do it on the nose. Highlight that nose, highlight those cheekbones, highlight that entire face. Cupid's bow, the chin, gotta highlight that chin. And I also like to highlight above each brow. I just like to glow a lot, I like the universe to be able to see me, you know? You know. So last but not least, it's time to do the lips. and I want to keep them nice and nude, so I'm going to go in with Stripdown lip pencil from MAC just to start off with. And then for lipstick, I'm going to go in with Myth, which is also from MAC. So I'm going to roughly apply that first, and then just with my ring finger on my right hand, I'm just going to blend that in. Just to finish everything off, I'm going to go in with a setting spray. I'm going to go in with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I'm so excited. This is the first time I've tried this, so I'm excited to try it. Yee. Right, okay. Ready? Ready? What does that smell like? I don't know what that smells like, but it smells like holidays. It's like really subtle. It's a really subtle soft scent. It's nothing overpowering. It's nothing like too like, ugh. But it smells like holidays and it smells amazing. And now I feel like really refreshed. And yeah, I'm really glam. So this is the final look. I'm absolutely loving it. I feel like I am glowing so much that you can probably see me from outer space. You know. The sun is shining off my highlight. How do I look?
Average. Averagely brilliant.
I think that was a compliment. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought, and if you want to see more videos like this, or if not, what kind of videos do you want to see on my channel? Let me know in the comment section down below. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say, so make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and that's all I gotta say. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!